Hello guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Iconic Insights here on Steeze TV. My name is Sedi, and as usual, know that here we give you entertainment. You see celebrities that you never thought would come on this show, and today is not an exception. Today I'm joined by a very beautifully elegant. I don't know what else to call her because I'm out of vocabulary, but yes, I'll let you know in a few. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on your post notification bells to get notified when I post a video. This is Iconic Insight once again here on Steeze TV. Yabita,
Hi, Sedi.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see you here. Very excited.
Well, I'm excited to be here.
And guys, please, she's very pretty. Those people saying that celebrities look different on camera when you meet them in person, she's very pretty. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you.
She's a 10 out of 10.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So, Yabita, tell me, what is your real name? What is your full name, your government name? Because everyone knows you as Yabita. Socials, Yabita. So I want my people to know what your full name is.
My full name.
Mm-hmm.
Asanksha.
Hmm?
Ya Asumbasia Tabitha.
Aksantia,
Asumbasia Tabitha.
Asubasia,
Yes.
Tabita.
Yes.
What's the meaning of Asubasia?
Can I say it in Tree?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
the meaning it's a lot understandable. It means papayasa. Goodness is finished.
Hey, you know, broflies papayasa.
Yeah.
Hey, mbukuyo. Papayasa, why? So it means goodness is finished.
Yes.
So,
Well, there's a story behind it.
Mm.
Before I was born, my mom is a very kind-hearted person. She's the type of person that, when in the early days of Accra, when there wasn't a lot of electricity, my dad used to have a generator that he would bring out every night and then put like a DVD or a CD or a cassette, and then the whole neighborhood is like watching. And she used to cook bountiful meals to serve to the people, like the children that come around and everything. But every time she would tell you that she's been appreciated with, well, not kindness. And so that was how, that's a literal.
Like, that's what people do when they meet DPs. They try to feed on them.
Yeah, so that's was pretty much.
You've been a DB since.
What is your definition of DB?
Life has been soft for you.
What is the definition of soft life?
This?
What?
I feel like you've had it easy. You were born with a golden spoon in your mouth. So everything has been easy for you.
The golden spoon, is it aluminium, stainless steel, silver?
Pure gold.
Pure gold.
Pure gold.
Hallelujah.
You know it is true, because back then, if your father could do this and your mom was sharing food there, that means
every Christian I think it's just a moral of a Christian. They always feel like they have to do something. We all thought that, we have to go to heaven, you have to do good deeds. So I think that's just their own way of doing good deeds.
Your own way of doing good deeds. Yeah. Okay, so what is your niche in journalism?
I started off with political reporting, news anchoring, and then it got to a time I got bored with it. And so now I branched into entertainment, arts, more social part of journalism. But I'm hoping to go into sports journalism sometime. I love football. That's the only thing in sports that I love, actually. So I'm hoping that I could learn more about it and then maybe someday host a show about
What's the show? Have you ever been told that you mimic Anaba?
See, is it mimicking?
Yes.
I don't think it's mimicking, but if you say so, yes.
If it's not mimicking, so why is it that the video that made you viral was a video of you trying to sound like Anaba?
So the thing is,
the comment section was full of, oh, she sounds like Anaba, and I'm not, like, that was what everyone was talking about.
Yes, but you do know that voices are not limited to one person, right? The thing is, so if you look at that particular video and you go towards the end, because there are a lot of comments, you find some mates of mine from senior high school and junior high school, and they were literally bantering words with people, telling people that that's how she speaks, that's how she speaks. And I would like to call it a good thing. Fortunately, I do sound like her a little bit. And if you say mimicking, then sure, mimicking. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what people hear, and that is the person that people started to tag. So,
but were you happy that she had to repost?
Yes, I was very happy. I saw the repost, I saw the quote, I got to meet her. I got to be under some sort of mentorship underneath her for a bit, and I'm grateful for that.
Grateful for
Yeah.
I'm actually happy that she's grateful for that, because some people don't really appreciate what artists do for them. So it feels to you. All that. So aside journalism, like you said you wanted to venture into football, but that has to also do with journalism. So aside journalism, what other hobby do you have? What other things you love doing aside that?
If you took a look at my bag outside, you'd see a book in it. There's a novel in it. I love to read. I love to make content. If you visit my social media pages, you see me. Usually my Instagram is more a little bit professional, but my TikTok is a lot more laid back, lifestyle-ish, upbeat. So I love to create content, edit videos, listen to music, and then read. Yes.
Have you ever been in any form of pageantry?
Yes, I have.
What pageantry was
When I was in uni, I stood for the face of my university, and then I won. And then I followed up years after to Miss Maliaka. But at the time Miss Maliaka happened, that was when I had gone viral. So I had to take a step back from that and just focus on my career.
That was why you dropped from the competition.
Yeah.
It wasn't because you felt for like you felt like your competitors were too much. You couldn't handle the pressure.
Honestly, no. And there were 3 ladies that were amongst the people that we went for the auditions, the second part of the auditions with. They're friends of mine. I feel like we're all different in all our capacities. They were doing their own thing. I was going to bring my own fire to it. But when the virality came into it, and the main purpose of me going into the pageant was also to help for my career. So if I had already gotten it, I couldn't be greedy and say I still want to go into the pageant. And the coincidence about it is the first show that I ended up doing was a show with Miss Maliaka. I ended up doing the Maliaka Diaries, which is a show that does like a recap of what the queens have done in the week. And I just felt like it was a good coincidence. So if you think about it, I ended up doing Miss Maliaka. So yeah.
From grass to grace.
Exactly.
So when did you start working with Curriculum? Was it before Fame or after Fame?
It was actually before Fame. You see, the thing is, even before the Fame came, I was doing my own thing. I was trying to get to work with corporate bodies and all of that. And with the Curriculum thing, they were already having, you know what, scratch that. I had actually been in 3 pageants because Curriculum had a pageant during the lockdown.
Yes.
And I joined that particular pageant. It's a pageant solely for content creators. But we call it a pageant because there's a bit of fashion in there, assignments and tasks to do. And I didn't win. I didn't actually win, but they decided to work with me either way.
Why? What do you think was the reason?
So my boss then would tell you that he just saw something in me. And he didn't need me to win to work with me.
But don't you think that is favoritism?
It's not favoritism. You see, usually when you're in a competition, everybody is striving to show that they're good. They're better than the other, right? The thing with me is when I enter competitions, I enter it with the mindset of I want to have fun. So even if I'm bringing my A game, I bring my A game in a fun, creative way.
Okay.
And that is what attracts me to people. So he took a look at me, and to be very honest, I am the reason why I didn't even make it to the finals, because we had a task to do, and I didn't take it seriously. To be very honest, yes, I didn't take it. I was kind of like I had other things to do, and I wanted to do that thing, so it kind of clashed. And I mean, you can't do the 2 things simultaneously and expect them to have the same type of energy. So the pageant had like 30% and what I was working on had like 70%. But out of that, I ended up getting something out of it.
So how long was the deal
with Canikalon? We worked from 2021 or 2020 to 2023. Yeah, so that's like 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Are you still with them?
No.
Why?
I think most of the things that I used to do with them, they're no longer doing it in Ghana. They're doing it more in Nigeria. So we had to put a brief stop on that.
So during your journey with Curriculum, was that where you met Easy?
No, actually, no.
Where did you meet Easy? How did you guys meet?
Remember I told you that I entered Miss Maliaka? Yeah. So at the time I entered, I knew that there was I had been pushed into the limelight, so to speak. And the first part of Malaika asks that you ask people to kind of like nominate you. So I had people posting me on Instagram, but I needed people to post me on Twitter. At the time, I hadn't gotten the limelight just yet. I think when I contacted Easy, it was like a few days shy, and then I got into the limelight. Or maybe after, I'm not very sure of the timelines. So I actually posted, I had a friend, his name is Winter. I texted him and then I was like, guy, how do we push this on Twitter? And then he was like, oh, he has a retweet group that he could put into it. But there are a few influencers that he would ask that I reach out to. So he gave me Kalije, Asedumens, Nikanyame, Isaac, the Hitman Easy, Usua, Don Success, a couple of them gave me about 15 names. So I was reaching out to them. So when I got to Easy, it was the same thing. Hi, Easy. My name is Iabisa. I'm going for Miss Maliaka. Can you please repost my picture on your story?
And he did?
And he did.
Did you pay for it?
Nope. I'm very, I like to think that I was very fortunate when it comes to social media because there's never been a time where I've paid anybody for any sort of promotion.
Was it more like because he liked you? So
No, other time he had a girlfriend. I don't know the description of that relationship. But at that time he had somebody that he was with, so we were very respectful. I just asked him to repost and that was it. And then we kept the conversation very short, sweet, and
So would you say because he had a girlfriend by then and then you asked him to repost, he didn't take anything from it? That was why you had a banter with a girl on social media?
I didn't have a banter.
You had you guys were on social media for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Easy's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
But I know before he was very, very wild.
Yes.
Before he met you, he was very wild. And then
Yeah.
there were issues circulating on social media between you, about you and then the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
What brought up the whole...
To be honest, I don't know because as far as I am concerned, the only times I had any sort of communication, well, I don't even want to call it a communication because at the time I was still doing my Twitter news and Easy and I were not talking, but he used to be trending. So I would kind of like take his story and then add it to my Twitter news.
Okay.
And that was about it. Personally, his ex and I, we had no communication whatsoever. Not during that time, not after Easy and I were together. No, we never had anything. I mean, obviously, you know, when it's Twitter, people could make tweets and you might think that it's aimed at you. But I know I didn't do anything bad. So any tweet she makes, I don't take offense. Any tweet I make, I don't think she takes offense.
So you are sure that it's not because she thinks you snatched her man away from her?
At the time Easy and I started talking, they were done.
You didn't try to convince him out of the relationship?
Nope. Easy is a hard-headed person. You can't convince him.
You can't seduce him either. Did you
Nope.
seduce him?
No.
So you did nothing. It just happened. You just left the girl for you.
Yeah. Again, I don't know the details of why they fell out. I just know that after they fell out, Easy went off for a bit and then he came back online and then we started, you know, getting because now I was gathering my mutuals. On a regular day, I would interact with him, Kalije, Snake Kanyame, Winter, Don Success, those type of people. So I think they stole his phone. His phone got stolen. But at the time, we had already exchanged numbers. I hadn't reached out to him. He hadn't reached out to me. But when they stole his phone, everybody kind of got worried on the timeline. Everybody was like, oh, where's Easy? Where's Easy? And then I was also asking, where is Easy? Fortunately, he got in touch with me and then told me that, oh, hi, this is Easy. My phone got stolen, blah, 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 blah. And then we started talking. And then I think the first time we went out, he asked me if I would want to go see a movie. And I mean, I'm a movie freak. So I was like, okay, sure. And that's how I started.
You won your heart with the movie.
Well,
What movie was that?
Thor.
The first people went to watch Thor.
Yeah, we went to what? Thor. We had coffee.
To win your heart.
And then actually, that's not what he is. I just like, you see, the thing is, there's certain things that I like about people.
Okay.
I don't like extravagant people. Like, we're going on a date. You do not need to book a reservation at a restaurant or a high-end restaurant. We could just have coffee. I just want to get to know you. So that was pretty much how it started.
So
And he seemed like somebody that was very interested in my life. And he would, I like talking. He's somebody that would listen. So I love that about him.
So that was where it started.
Yes.
The whole relationship thing started.
It was friendship at first. We didn't get into a relationship till after a year.
After a year. Which
Yes.
which year was that? When did you start?
We met in 2022. We started dating in 2023.
And now you are no more.
Well, I wouldn't say no more. Every relationship has, you know what? Yeah, we're no more.
What I noticed that
Uh-huh.
because I saw that you deleted some posts on your socials with you and Easy.
Yeah.
Even scratch that. Before that, I saw a video which was given traditional wedding.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they getting married? I was confused. Are they getting married? Is this a wedding or is this just for social media? I was also confused.
No, it was a shoot collaboration.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a shoot. But from the look of things, I was like, maybe it's serious because they've been together for a while. So maybe he just wants to pop the question.
Yeah.
And then I went back to see that you deleted some posts.
Yeah. He actually started deleting before I did.
What happened?
I think at some point in our lives, everybody starts to want different things. Again, that is not to say Izzy is a bad person. He's an amazing person. He took his time to get to know me. Obviously, we're from different backgrounds. I also took my time to get to know him. It's just that we're all growing. We all want different things, and the timelines were just crashing. Like the things that I want, the things that I aspire for, and the things that he wants and aspire for, the timelines were just crashing. And I don't think that we got to a common front. So the best thing is to do is to shake hands mutually and just walk away.
So would you say it's because you rushed into the relationship?
No, there was no rush. I mean, I feel like to have 1 year friendship, that is amazing because usually people just meet in about a month or two, they're dating. But we took our time, we got to be friends. And that is one thing that actually helped us when we're in a relationship, because I always tell people that fall in love with your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we were best friends for the longest of times. It was easier to talk to him. It was easy to come to him with certain things, But it's just that sometimes we just, I'm not saying we outgrew each other. It's just that we wanted different things at different parts of our life. And I'm more education. And he will always support me. But at some point, he's a man. He would want different things in his life. And I would also want different things. And I'm a career-driven person. So we just had to shake hands and then.
So with that, would you call yourself dominant?
I am not dominant. It will shock you to see that I'm actually quite an understanding, cooperative person. If I'm doing something you don't like and you tell me, I will put a stop to it.
Okay.
And I would expect that my partner should do the same thing with me. I was not very, anybody that was close to us will pay witness or will bear witness to the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I'm actually a crybaby. The littlest things can make me cry.
You look like a hard girl outside.
Yeah, it's just a facade. In this Accra, you need to look like a hard girl. Otherwise, everybody's going to kind of trample all over you. But yeah.
So you guys just separated because of one or two reasons.
Yeah.
Mutual.
Very mutual.
No fights.
No. Izzy and I,
Nothing.
No arguments, no fighting, no nothing. It was very mutual. If we see each other right now, we met each other at the Creators Brunch by Media General. We're fine. We're talking. I think there are videos. We're talking. He was even helping me put my necklace. I think you see my necklace has my name on it. So he was looking at it, and we're very cool. We never. One thing about me, I don't know how I cannot hold grudges with people, no matter what. So Izzy and I were not together, but we're very okay.
Okay, yeah. So before I wrap up,
Mm-hmm.
if you had a chance to give an advice to your younger self, what advice would that be?
I would tell my younger self, do exactly what you did. But this time, do not let people dictate the next steps you should take. Because when I was younger, I would just, I was afraid to take certain steps.
Okay.
Like, my best friend would tell me, be expensive. I didn't learn the art of being expensive early on. I had people ride me for free when it comes to my talent, when it comes to my creativity, when it comes to my mind. So if I met my younger self, I'll tell them that you need to be expensive. You need to take the steps early enough. Don't wait for anybody.
So guys, you heard it from me, Abita. You need to be expensive. I thought you're supposed to be priceless, but said you need to be expensive.
The thing is, you start with your passion, and then your passion will pay.
So running the passion is paying you.
Yes, I'm grateful for. I mean, there's more room for improvement, but I'm grateful for where I am right now.
Are you still at MX24?
Yes, I am with MX24.
Before that, I noticed that you do a lot of talks. That is trying to empower people and teach people how to go about when it comes to public speaking.
Yeah,
I saw some few videos of you on television and all that. Is that something you brought up? Is it your new project, or it's just for MX?
It is my no. This is me. This is my own project. It's called Public Speaking with Yabita. We've already finished with the first batch. We're trying to find a good date for the second batch. But aside that, even with MX24, I'm the face of a campaign against breast cancer. And then on TV3, I do a show called Ghana Grows Ejuma, where we seek to empower young people to go into the ATVEX sector, do something in agriculture, something technical, vocational. Yeah, so those are the three main things that surround me.
So that's what we should be looking forward to right now.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank you, Steeze.
I'm happy for. I'm just happy. See, I don't even know what to even say. Normally, I'm not like this, but should I say I'm starstruck?
Are you?
Kind of. Yes.
Me too.
I'll say I'm shocked. Hey, she wants to phone. Well, that make my brain be lying to us like that, sir. But yes, thank you so much for coming here once again. So I told you from the beginning, it's going to be fun, entertaining, educative. Everything you need is here. If you missed the other videos with other celebrities, don't forget to go back, watch, leave your comments in the comment section what you think about our interviews. And then if you learned anything from this, you can also leave that in the comment section. Actually, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells to get notified whenever I post a video. This is Iconic Insight here on Steeze TV. My name once again is Steeze. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.